Alright guys, in today's video, I wanted to just come across with the raw sauce. It's literally like 2 in the morning. I got pumped up and I got amped up because I want every single one of you watching this video to win. I want to answer this exact question right here. Why do clients purchase AI lead gen and not automation? So before we actually break into the statistics and the numbers of things, we want to actually understand what is an automation and what is an AI lead gen system. So an automation is a step-by-step funnel structure that goes and basically can split up into if-else scenarios one time. So if a person starts at the top and then they hit a question right here, if this question is proven that yes, they might want to interact with whatever this question might be. Like for example, if a client actually does answer a color, like let's just say the question was, what is your favorite color? They answer it, they move to the next step. And then here you have the if else. Let's say maybe the color was red or maybe it was blue. And then at this question stage, if it was the color was red that they put in, then they would go this way, and if the color was blue, it would go this way. So this is an automation. Now a lead gen system has to deal with the three main pillars that you as basically a marketing agency, because in the front end it is very crucial that you come across as always a marketing agency and not an AI agency, because people like the whole AI aspect of things. They like that they can rely on something that is literally being pushed upon and releases 300% productivity. But at the end of the day, what a business needs is sales. So the three pillars, and then we'll jump right into it, is getting people to come in through their doors, making sure that those people are qualified, and we can do this with like a form or a caller, and then nurturing off of anything like SMS, email, or any other campaign that you can run to get clients to come back. And you can even go ahead and do lookalike audiences, whether you're doing Google or Facebook, just to get like new people to come in through the doors. This specific video is going to emphasize on the free training behind AI lead gen using WhatsApp. And WhatsApp, now you may understand, is a little bit dull in the States, but within the next 5 years, so you watching this video are an early bird, in the next 5 years, we're going to be able to see a 300% increase by 2032. The average user spends 2 hours and 29 minutes per day just on social media. That's the average person. Some people within the ages of 18 to 30 spend triple, quadruple this time every day, and the influencer market is growing to 28 billion in 2025. That's US dollars. So what you have to take away from this is a small piece of the pie. You have to go ahead and study where the trends are in this day and age, and it's all funneling back to social media. Businesses understand that if they don't have any online presence, and if they can't provide value for their customers and seem trustable and seem likely to be able to fulfill a great service, then they're not going to act out on that. And the number one way we can introduce a new level of communications is through WhatsApp. But we can also go ahead and answer the 3 killer stages. These 3 stages are very important before we break into what it means to actually have the smartest automations in your business and what it means to not have smart automations. So in stage 1, you're still manually counting every single head that comes in through your door, and you're using this either on an Excel sheet, or you're using something like a PDF fill out form, or you might be manually asking the clients for reviews. We've seen some customers just send a text message to get a review, right? You're still manually counting every single head in your door, and that's great. But now you have a pool. You have a very big pool. So let's just assume that if you're at stage 1 and you're counting every single person, 10% of clients are actually like, clientele. They have MRR, is what we call monthly recurring revenue, that they come back maybe, seasonally, monthly, weekly, and they can come back, right? Like maybe 10% of the clientele. And then a business that is at stage 1 probably has 30% that are on the edge of the if so. And if so really just means, is this client going to come back or not? They're probably in the review stage, is what I like to call. Did they have a great service? Did they actually feel like they were valued as a customer? Were we able to grab that customer's input? And all these can be channeled on different platforms, but we want to emphasize this 60% is one of the most crucial and one of the most overlooked systems, and that is clientele that gets serviced one time. And these are usually the factors where you're at in stage 1. You are counting people that are coming in through your doors, but you actually just have these flat out numbers, and you're clueless because you don't know what to actually do with the 10% that it's actually recurring clients, the 30% that are in the review stage. Are they going to come back? You don't know. You've seen them like one or twice, and then 60% is most times just that one-time service person where that client only has came in through your services one time. And this is something that you yourself, or any person that wants to start a agency and wants to go into the AI space can actually understand, because there's so many ways for you to bring back these clients, but if you don't ask their exact experience, you can't track what stage they are in. And the stages are 1 through 5. Like, just think of it at a simplest scale. A star rating on Google review, if there are 5 stars, that client is going to service and tell more. If they are 4 stars, they're going to service and tell all. But if they are 3 stars, they're never going to service again, but they're not going to tell anyone. They're just going to leave bad impressions on anyone that does ask. Or if anyone is looking for a referral, they're just going to be like, hey, don't go with these guys. And that's when we need to kind of start looking into stage 2, where some businesses, which these are the ICP is what I like to call it, people in the stage 1 have to realize, hey, these numbers need to get tracked. But if they're never made aware of it, then they're stage 1. Stage 2 is when you break into the ICP. As you as a marketing agency, you are able to actually help these businesses implement AI lead gen system. So what an AI lead gen system will break into is pretty much allowing businesses to track numbers, okay, which is track KPIs, make sure this is getting done weekly, and also getting daily reports. Daily reports has to deal with like, for example, customer service management, a concierge report dashboard that allows everyone to be seen in one place. We did a recent build out in which we wanted to go ahead and track every single person inside this area, and the venue was probably somewhere like around 300 people capacity. So now this capacity can be split up, right? You can have 3 sections, like the top section, the middle section, and then the bottom section, just 100 people, right? 100 people. And you can run a split test with the business. You can reach out to clientele on every single one of these marker points, which is 1, an AI caller, 2, an SMS/WhatsApp, and then 3, a cold ad. A cold ad is something like you can bring them in on a pixel that you've tracked for them, that if they stayed on your pages for more than 3 seconds. These are all things that an expert in this field can handle for your service business, which if you are implementing this, you need somewhere to track all this, right? You yourself as a business can hit stage 2 and bottleneck if you're an agency and you're not using AI lead gen systems yourself. But of course, you're watching this video, and if you have not actually used AI lead gen systems in your business, you have to go ahead and implement Go High Level, right? Whether you use Go High Level, HubSpot, any one of these CRMs that comes with AI agents inside of them, and then go ahead and combine that with N8N to add any like extra tidbits that you want to tidy up. But if you don't have a CRM where you're able to see all these live numbers being tracked in one place, you can't expect to implement this into other businesses that have anywhere from the 300 to thousands and hundreds of thousands of clientele at capacity, because you need to track every single one of these systems. AI system, you need to track the SMS and WhatsApp system, and you need to track the cold ad conversion system. So this is at stage 2 where you're implementing, CRMs, you're implementing AI agents, implementing conversion agents to actually get to stage 3, which in stage 3, you go ahead and take the initiative movement to implement this across all these converting channels: WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat. And you can also go ahead and implement this with an AI caller as the first touch point. In today's age, people are constantly glued to their next movement. If you cannot actually direct them and easily allow them to go to the next movement frictionless, then you're going to have a break. So how do we actually fix this little tiny gap? Well, this gap, we're going to go ahead and say this client had made it all the way down the funnel, whether this is a restaurant funnel, whether this is a blue collar, maybe like it's a tree lead, something like this. The client has walked themselves all the way down, but right here, they fill out a form. And in this form, they fill it out, but they never actually jump to book the next meeting. They fill out the form, but they never get the appointment. So what you can do is you can slide in this crack and you can send them a WhatsApp message where you're having an AI agent go back and forth on WhatsApp and actually do this using, services like an AI agent and Go High Level. You can use Gupshup AI agents. You can use TakeApp. You can use GreenStack AI agents. There's so many AI agents out there that you can go ahead and implement, but you as your own business servicing businesses that you can implement these systems to. If you're not using this yourself, you're going to fall behind to the market competition, and you're not going to have as much authority or great results. This is the number one struggle point, because AI lead gen systems means that when a client comes through, one, that client is hot, very, very hot. So you need to call them immediately. like immediately, just to confirm everything's going perfectly fine, what service they want, all these little tiny minuscule things. These are things that the client needs to be able to see that, hey, it's going down inside their business. That is going to evidently increase sales and show up rate and allow for people to scale. You can easily take a business to 160K generated revenue in a month because you send an outbound AI campaign and you can track the SMS and the cold ad conversion all in one place. So now you've implemented these through stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. So now you as a business owner have to ask yourself the question, why do most smart automation businesses struggle with lead generation? Well, it's because they don't have it at their fingertips. There's about 300 million businesses here in the States that need AI. And AI is allowing millions of dollars to funnel into this industry that's booming in the digital service space. But what is actually wrong with these businesses? Businesses need a way to funnel in high ticket leveraging systems. So online presence, for example, being able to market tickets like 129,000, 124,000. You need to make sure you can, yes, have all the locations in place, an email us section for any more questions, but the number one looked upon system is actually removing the friction. This button, by adding this button right here, you can simply go ahead and increase sales conversions, because having all clientele from all around the world ask about questions, allowing you to open up your markets. Sales are sales. If someone has money and their money is green, you're going to service with them. No business is going to negate someone's service unless they're actually being rude or disrespectful. So opening up this market is printing millions of dollars, and it's fluctuating through this entire market right now. And you just have to take a small piece of the pie. A small piece of the pie is just adding this tiny conversion method that will allow clientele to hit that first wall where they're interacting with an AI agent to be funneled in to have as most information needed and convert them on a system that has outbound campaigns inside WhatsApp and inside high level. And this is all they need. Everything else is pitch perfect, from how they actually do the description, how they actually do all the SEO. There's perfect amount of information here. Let's just give it somewhere where people can see it one-on-one, ask every single question that they would like to in one place. This is why utilizing Go High Level is so strong for business owners. You can move ahead and actually have conversations that feel as nurtured down as they need to be and allowed to get done 24/7. That is the most crucial part. You as a business owner need to come up with ways for clientele to see this. You need to come up with demos for businesses to talk to an agent, for them to need advice, for them to return orders. You need to go ahead and figure out ways for these systems to be easily accessible. And then after they're easily accessible, you can implement them using GupShop, using TakeApp, using GreenStack, N8N to build these agents. So I went ahead and made a exact way for you to go ahead and build these agents very fast and very effective. By using GreenStack, you can click the build section and you can go ahead and create an agent that can speak Arab, that can do English, it can do all languages using an LLM. All you have to do is go to GreenStack, create a build, and you can have a CRM as strong as high level as their backend, and then use WhatsApp as a way for growth inside the business in one place. This is going to allow agents to have the most organic feel for you. AI reservation and deposits in the USA is going to skyrocket. Like I already mentioned, there's going to be a 300% increase in businesses using WhatsApp by 2030. You just need a small piece of this pie to sell the right offer, the right infrastructure. AI agency isn't just about callers, it isn't just about widgets, it's about sales. You have to make the business owner money. And GreenStack will allow you to build these demos very fast. It will allow you to go ahead and launch an agent in like 5 minutes so you can quickly dish these demos out for any business that wants to get on a meeting, and that will increase your sales so that when the client actually does go ahead and agree, you can implement AI generated marketing systems, you can implement Go High Level into their business. You can either choose to start from blank, you can choose to start with the support AI feature, which is like frequent asked questions, qualifying them, any language, and then you can go ahead and focus even on something like sales to make sure that there's a no nonsense payment going in. You can build even 3 agents for one business, as long as you allow this business to see something that is valuable to them and actually feel it and be able to mess with it. You know, maybe call the AI caller. You know, our team allows you to message and feel the AI caller on an actual call before we ever even go ahead and talk about numbers. It's just a way of being respectful of each other's time. You don't want to just go ahead and say, hey, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. You want to show the client how we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And I feel like that's something that a lot of businesses, running an AI agency just negate. They just don't focus enough on it. So that's why we went ahead and made this way for you guys to literally click and add an API key and go ahead and make your own personality and knowledge based off of these websites that are on the internet. Anybody can be reached out to in 2025 to make an agent for them. Because at the end of the day, it's about frictionless UI. You can build an agent on WhatsApp. You can build the agents on Instagram and SMS, like I mentioned, combine them with an AI caller to fix this bridge gap. But this gap is actually causing the business to lose anywhere from 10 to 100,000 in 1 month. It's insane. Just start asking your businesses, hey, how much time do you have to spend every single day answering messages, frequent asked questions, and actually making sales over the phone? And they're going to explain to you all day. As a business owner, it just doesn't stop. Even content creators are literally hiring DM setters when they can use something like GreenStack to go ahead and implement an AI agent to actually convert sales, right? Be organic, train them to either, have your LLM, have your base knowledge for content creators, post comments using scripts like from Python. It's all in one place. It's an insane amount of value. You as a business owner, if you want to implement some GreenStack agents into your business, please reach out to my team. Otherwise, if you are looking to scale your AI agency offer, learn everything, please join the free school community in the description. Plentiful resources out there on my pages where you can go ahead and actually utilize some things like these agents for your own content creation. You can go ahead and allow yourself to learn more about what it means to sell a WhatsApp offer, sell an actual agency offer that converts, and be able to learn more about what it means to do AI lead gen for businesses by implementing these high-level systems, these WhatsApp frictionless payment agents, white labeling payment processors. Business owners know themselves that if they make decisions much faster, if they eventually go ahead and start scaling with a team, not just by themselves, they can see a franchise. And that's what I want every single one of you guys to do, is to have a franchise. I myself own 3 AI businesses, and I cannot love this anymore. Take advantage of all the resources out there. I can't stress this enough. Check out the resources in the description and be a legend.